Which one do we
So
need to watch from the computer? Facebook or Instagram or YouTube? But YouTube too, aren't we?
we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm just over on Instagram waiting for the thing to go live on here.
I don't see anything except for us.
Okay,
Like
so
I don't
we're
see.
live on Instagram now.
Okay,
We should be live everywhere.
we're live everywhere, so I don't
We're
really
live
get to
everywhere.
see any questions or anything. What's the chat? Let's see. Maybe I can see the chat. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there's the chat there.
Tell Tracy we're live. I'll tell her. I got a phone. So I can't see Instagram, but we on Instagram, Odie's Oil. Is that what you got it on, Matthew?
Yeah. Bear with us, folks. It's been a while since we've been on a multi-streaming platform here, so just trying to get this all set up and going again. Yeah, we're
So
live.
what we're going to do today is Matthew's going to show you some tricks on how to make a high sheen with our 1, 2, 3 step program. It's a pretty neat process, and you can get a high gloss very quickly.
So what we have here is these foam finishing pads. It's a 3-step system. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. And the beautiful thing about these pads is that you can substantially increase the sheen of a piece after the fact, after it's been finished. So here's a little example of a piece of cherry. I masked off this area here. This was originally sanded to a 150 grit, and then I did my 3-step polishing with the pads, maybe like 30 seconds on each pad, so like a minute and a half, and then gave another very light application of Odie's oil, and then boom, step the sheen up from this to this very, very quickly and easily.
Can you show that? There you go, Matthew. Show it so you can see it better.
And you can, it also changes the depth of color and, totally transforms the piece. And here is a piece of Purple Heart. Now I did the whole thing with this, so you can't see the contrast, but look at that beautiful sheen. Really takes the piece up beautifully, and quick and easy way to get a very, very nice sheen on a piece that was sanded low in the first place. And it's kind of a cheap way to just really step it up nice and easy. And you can do this to virtually any surface. Could even do it on a chair, flat surfaces, tabletops, floors. Nice, quick and easy way to just quickly step the sheen up. Yeah, this is a live feed, Ian. How you doing? So 3-step system. Step 1 is your blue pad here. This is rated, I think, like a 1500 grit. Step 2 is like a 2000, and step 3 is a 3000. You do want to go through all 3 steps, but you could stop at step 1. But if you're going to go to step 3, go through step 1, step 2, step 3, so that you incrementally work your sanding scratch pattern in order, and you're going to get optimal results with that. And it couldn't be any easier. I did these just on a electric sander, 2.5 millimeter stroke, and like I said, 30 seconds on each grit, and just took the sheen up I really like how it transforms the color as well. Gives you a nice depth of sheen and color. I have another piece here as well. Piece of quilted maple. A little harder to see the reflection there because it's a lighter wood, but yeah, you can see it in there. And it really, really brings out all that beauty and chatoyance and depth and clarity of the wood as well. So if you're looking for a high sheen after the
Check now,
fact,
Bruce.
is there any questions or anything that are coming in from Instagram?
I think there's a really bad echo on my side for some reason because the Restream app doesn't seem to be working right. Is there still an echo? If anybody's watching, let me know if there's an echo because I may just sign out myself.
Is there an echo coming back for you, Ian? Since you're on there, you can give us a little feedback if the sound is coming through clearly. It seems like we might be having some technical difficulties with this multi-streaming platform.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can see
the
Facebook
devices
comments over
because
here.
it's the app. Well, this two-step program's, I mean, three-step program's amazing. You can get super high sheen, super high gloss. You can take your finish to the next level. And this is something we're going to try to do a couple of times a week. Matthew, I'm going to let you take over, and I'm going to turn mine off because Ian says it's still echoing.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
echoing.
I'm just going to turn my sound off, and I'm going to watch and let you talk. Explain to them we're going to do this every week, or maybe twice a week. Something
Yeah,
new.
so we're going to try to jump on once or twice a week and just do these little live streams of a little, tips and tricks. Show you all the different things that you can do with Odie's, how versatile it is. Show you little tricks about stepping up your sheen. You could even bring the sheen down if you wanted. If perhaps you did something and like, oh, that's too shiny, you could actually go in reverse and knock it down with with one of our other pads. We have 4 different rated pads: microfine, ultra fine, very fine, and you could actually go in reverse and actually bring the sheen down if that was ever a thing. And we're going to show how to do colors and adjust your color after it's already been stained. You actually have the versatility and flexibility if you stain something and you wanted to shift your color to a new color, a little warmer, a little cooler, a little browner, a little redder. You can actually do that after it's already been stained. So you have, again, ultimate versatility and flexibility with your projects. You're never stuck with an unexpected result, or the beautiful thing is you never have to sand off your project and start again. You can make adjustments on the fly, and we're just going to show all kinds of different cool things and really get back into engaging with all you guys on here, and showing all the beautiful versatility and things that you can do with the products. Yeah, that's right. It does save away. This is kind of a cheat of kind of stepping the sheen up without having to go through all the sanding grits. Now, it works beautifully, as you can see. Very, very nice sheen. But for particular woods and certain things, I sometimes I do still like to sand up, and nothing really beats sanding up through the grits, initially before applying the finish. But you can approach it both ways. Both ways work really, really nice. Certain woods are going to respond differently as well, right? Cherry has a different wood grain structure compared to Purple Heart, a more dense, tightly knit, exotic, hardwood. So the sheen is going to be a little different on different types of woods. So you have to set your expectations accordingly to depending on what type of wood species you're working on as well. You know, getting a piece of pine or cedar to get a sheen like this is you know, not going to be the easiest task, but it actually could be done, but it's going to take more work. White oak, yeah. Yeah, you can actually get a pretty nice sheen on white oak, but again, depending on what cut you have your flats on with the big open cathedral grains, it's going to show sheen differently than a piece of rift sawn white oak. Hello. What you have anything to chime in on, James? I can mute myself,
I
I
mean,
guess.
it depends on the species, but yeah, I mean, it'll work on every species. It's just, things like white oak or birch or beech, it's going to be a different sheen. White oak, you can get a nice sheen out of it. Matthew said the echo's gone now that I'm speaking. I guess because you turned your mic off.
I'm going to mute myself when you're talking so that we don't get an echo.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So, guys, what we want to do is we're going to do this probably about twice a week. Maybe we'll come on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, midday, and we're going to show a new technique. Tonight, today was Matthew showing off high sheen with our 3-step program. These are Norton ice pads, 1500, 2000, and 3000 grit pads, and they are foam screens, and they're really nice. And what you do is you put your finish down. You may sand to one. Let's say you sand it to 150 or 220 or 400 grit, and you got your Odies all on it, and you want to step the sheen up. You want to get that high gloss. Matthew, show them the high gloss piece that you got there. Okay, so you want to get a gloss like that, right? Well, you could take that piece that was sanded to 400 grit and hit it with these 3 pads, and bam, you're going to get a high sheen. Now you just put one more coat of Odie's over the top, and it looks like a high gloss lacquer. It's just fantastic. You can't do this with other finishes. Any other oils out there, you're not going to be able to do it with. And this is going to come out much faster than doing it with lacquer. And you're going to get an Odie's finish. You're going to get that Odie's depth, that Odie's chatoyance, and you're going to get the durability of Odie's, which is unparalleled. And the repairability and in the versatility of Odie's. That's the beauty of this. So this is an awesome program. These are available on our website. You can find them on our website, or you can call in, and Catalina can get you set up with them. Really nice system. Now, there's other ways to do this. You can just jump to like a 3000 grit pad and get a nice sheen, but it's not going to come out as perfect as this. This is like beautiful high gloss, French polish, looks like you spent months doing the finish with a French polish. And you can do this as many times as you want as well. So let's say you go ahead and put another coat on top. You can do it again, and you can hit it again with the 3000 grit and get even more of a build and more of a sheen to it. So you can start mimicking that lacquered, layered lacquer look, which is just going to be fantastic, but with the Odie's clarity. Really cool program. We're glad to be able to bring this to you guys. And we're going to be showing you a lot more, too. I think Catalina is going to be doing one probably this Thursday, as long as we get this echo problem fixed, with painting furniture. We see a lot of these chalk paint type of things and these different furniture restoration products and everything. And they got to do 3, 4, 5 coats to get any opacity or any real good color or any good coverage. With the Odie system, Catalina does it with 1 coat, and it actually looks better and is far more durable and easily to repair as well. So, and then more versatile because you can mix up any color you want once you start understanding our pigment system, which takes about 30 minutes to 60 minutes to figure out. You spend about 30 to 60 minutes messing with the colors. Next thing you know, you're pretty good with color theory and how to mix your own colors. That's how easy it is. A lot of people are afraid at first looking at the pigments going, oh, this is pretty intimidating. I got to mix my own color. Well, spend about 30 minutes to 60 minutes and you'll change your whole life. You'll save, years of work, and you'll save thousands and thousands of dollars. You won't have to buy, 50 different colors from brand X. You just got to buy a 1 jar of super duper oil and 25 of our pigments, and you can make any color under the sun. Really, you only need like 5 of our pigments to make any color under the sun. The reality is, but we'll get you closer with all the different colors. Um, if you guys like this idea, like I said, we'll do it twice a week, once or twice a week. I'm going to try to shoot for twice a week. And sometimes it'll be Matthew and me. Sometimes it'll be Catalina and Matthew. Sometimes it'll be me and Catalina and me and Matthew, or Matthew. It's just we'll start mixing it up. Bruce is going to be showing off some different things, industrial applications as well, and we have a whole automotive thing going on as well. And then for the flooring guys, on Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, we have Odie's Life Zoom call, and all flooring professionals are welcome. If you're a flooring professional, that's the only prerequisite to come to that Zoom meeting. You need to be a flooring professional or an advanced woodworker who's getting into the flooring industry. You're welcome as well. And we have veteran Odie's guys on there, guys that have been using the product for over 10 years, and then us, our team, and we talk about all things Odie's, and we'll answer all questions, all things Odie's pertaining to flooring. And it's really been a great success. We every week we get a few new guys on, and we get a few new converts, and it seems to be working out pretty good for us. And if you're a flooring guy and you're watching this right now, be sure to try to time in on Thursday nights at 7:30, and Matt and I and the team will be there, and it's a good time. Ian from Sweden, he signs on at 3 o'clock in the morning in Sweden, so and joins us. So Matthew, I'm going to let you go back to showing off what you got there. I'm going to turn my mic off so I don't mess you up anymore, and then maybe we'll sign out if there's no more questions. We're going to try to keep these short and sweet, maybe 15 to 30 minutes tops. So go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, so Ian says mixing your own color is a lot easier than going out and trying to find it. And you're so right. I used to have such a struggle with, I used to do a lot of commercial mill work and would have to get the stain company, the paint shop, to custom match my stains, bring samples in and get them to match it. And sometimes I'd be making 2, 3, 4 trips back to the paint shop, to the stain guys, because they weren't matching the stain properly. And I really got frustrated with putting the determination of color in somebody else's hand, because you're kind of at their mercy of getting the stain color nailed correctly. And with Odie's, once you play around with the pigments for a little bit, man, I'm to the point now where I can start with my base color, add a little pinch of this, pinch of that, and I'm so good at just nailing the colors. And all I have is little jars of pigment with one base oil. I don't need, these huge, shelving cabinets and stuff with all these, multitude of all these different brands and different kinds of stains consuming all your space. And a lot of those products are, well, pretty much all of them, nasty, toxic, smell bad, and fire hazard, and disposing of all the waste is another hazard. It just, the list goes on and on about all the problems with the stain. So excuse me, mixing the custom colors. All of these samples, those are purely, opaque stains that were done in one single coat. And that's pretty amazing. So one last time, this was just a quick little thing for our 3-stage polishing pads to take a previously Odie's finished piece and step the sheen up to a very nice, high, beautiful sheen quickly and easily. Here's the transformation on a piece of cherry. This is originally sanded to 180. And as you can see, that's your typical nice, not quite matte, but low satin sheen, which I like. This is a nice sheen as well. But if you want to step it up to this in about 2 minutes, you just go through the 3-stage polishing, apply another light coat of oil, buff it off, and there you go. Bam. Right in your face. Beautiful high sheen. and
So
smash it as we
that
drop
was
it.
180 grit. That was 180 grit on the dull side, and
Yeah.
so you took
So you
180
took
right to
180
that
right to that
in a quick
in
one,
a
two,
quick
three
one,
step.
two, three step.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's beautiful. So that's how easy it is to do this. You know, he went 180 and then he decided to step a sheen up. So like if you're a professional, you made a table for a client and they told you up front, hey, you know, I like the matte finish, and you gave him a nice matte finish at the 180 grade. And then like, well, I was over Mrs. Schwanson's house and she really had a nicer sheen on her table. I really like that look. You can go and hit it again with the 1, 2, 3 step, maybe 10 minutes of sanding, and put another very, very light coat of oil on there, butter or even the wax. Okay. And bam, look what you got. Okay. And that's amazing. Now, wood flooring professionals, if you're watching, same thing. If you did a wood floor and you put this, you know, you put the finish down at 120 grit after 120 grit, and your customer wanted a high sheen, you can go back and hit it with the 1, 2, 3 step with those foam pads and get a high gloss, deep depth floor finish out of an oil and in literally 2 coats, which, you know, if you did this with a polyurethane, you'd still have to do three coats of polyurethane, and you'd be sanding in between coats. You'd be coming back 3 days. You could do all this in 2 days, okay, and getting this job done and really stepping that sheen up and getting a gloss that it's unparalleled, and the depth and the durability and the functionality and the versatility of Odie's and the repairability of an Odie's finish as well, and the low maintenance of an Odie's finish. You know, there's a lot of misconceptions about maintenance and oil finishes. Well, that may pertain to other oil finishes, but does not pertain to Odie's. Odie's oil maintenance is almost nil. I mean, it's ridiculous how it'll outperform any polyurethane finish. Period, bar none. There's no argument about it. Now we get a lot of guys that want to argue with us about that on social media, and it's quite comical. The whole team actually laughs about it, and we try to school them, but people get a little frustrated, and they get a little extra sensitive about their coveted big chemical polyurethane sludge finishes. But the reality is we'll beat any single one of them, any of them. There's not one out there that can hold a candle to Odie's. And guys will talk about epoxy, and the same thing with epoxy. You know, we use this finish on concrete floors. We use it on wood floors. We use it in high industrial environments. We use it in grocery store floors. Chemicals, everything you can name spilled on it, and nothing really hurts it. So yeah, Odie's just can't be beat. But anyway, thanks for joining us. I think we'll cut it short now, Matthew, unless you got more to say or you got more questions out there. You got one more? Catalina's got a question. I'll answer it. Go ahead. What's the question, Catalina?
Will this work for a chair that was done with Odie's over a year ago?
Yes,
For
of
Michael.
course. Yeah, so it will work. Somebody's asking if it's going to work on a chair that was done over a year ago. Definitely. It could be a chair that was done 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Actually, the longer that finish cured, the better it's going to work. Matthew's got a chair right behind him, and it's got a beautiful gloss to it. He's talking about doing the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 step on it, on that chair, and that, it looks like it's going to be an intricate thing to do, right? It's not going to be hard because they're foam pads. They're really easy to work with. They're flexible. So Matthew's thinking about stepping that up, even though that chair is gorgeous the way it is, just absolutely beautiful. It's got a wonderful sheen, and I think he's only got like maybe the oil. Correct me. You can shake your head or shake your up and down. You probably got super pen, oil, and wax on there. Just oil and super duper.
So the super pen and oil. That's it. One coat of
Okay,
each.
so super pen and oil. I thought I had super pen. It was my first guess because of the clarity on it. I can see the sapwood is super pen will give you the ultimate clarity, but you got to be really careful when you're using that finish. Most people have a tendency to use too much. Super pen, you use nothing, almost nothing, just enough to change the color of the wood. That's it, to make it look like it got wet, like it just misted it. And then you put the oil over the top, which is a great finish. Is one of my favorite combinations, actually. So anyway, he's thinking about doing that chair, and that was probably done 3 years ago, 6 years ago, 6 years ago. Wow, time flies, Matthew. 6 years went by. That's pretty fast. So, and look at it. And he sits in that chair a lot. He does a lot of our evenings talks, and he's rocking in his rocking chair, with when he's talking to customers on our live streams and the Zoom calls. So, well, anybody, any more questions, please ask. If not, I think we're gonna sign out. Oh, nice to see you talk about this fantastic oil. Thank you, Cindy. I'm Lola says hi. I think that's it here. I think, is that YouTube I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Instagram, are you looking at Instagram or
Instagram.
are you looking at Facebook?
Yeah.
You're doing Facebook too? Okay, very good. Well, I think we're going to sign out and join us again probably Thursday. Catalina is going to show off a little table that she did. It's got multiple colors on it. I think I'd like her to do that one. It's an opaque. She actually did opaque stain, which is like a paint. She made her own paint over Brazilian cherry exterior furniture. And same process can be done on a deck. So if you're somebody that wants to redo your deck, she's going to show you how that's done. She'll probably show a little video of it, your post that you did it, and then you'll talk about it. Okay? Well, thanks for joining all. We don't want to keep these too long anyway, and this was a nice short and sweet one for our first one. And tell your friends about it. Look out for us. It'll probably be Thursday. We're going to probably shoot like 1 o'clock. Okay? That'd be 2 o'clock your time, Matthew. 1 o'clock Eastern time. Well, thank you, guys. We'll see you later.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Matthew.
Yeah, see you, James. See y'all.